Hey parents, you know that feeling when your toddler's finally tucked in and the whole house can breathe again? Ergo Pouch is made for that moment. They do organic, TOG-rated PJs, toddler pillows, even a nightlight called Blobby. Everything to make bedtime feel less like a battle and more like a calm routine. Silly Stories families get 20% off if they use the code SILLY20. Check the link in this episode description to find out more. Massive thank you to our friends at Ergo Pouch for helping us make more silly stories for kids. All right, let's go. One day, two kids named Reed and Magnolia were sitting in their room. Now, they had been reading books for a little while when, all of a sudden, outside of their room, they could hear a noise. Meow, meow. What is that noise? Said Reed. It sounds like a cat, said Magnolia. Let's go look. So they went over to the window to have a look at what was going on, and when they got to the window, they looked, and sure enough, stuck up in the top of a tree right next to their house was a cat. There's a cat stuck in a tree, said Reed. We need somebody to help. We do, said Magnolia. It's almost like we need a superhero or something. As they were talking, they saw something very strange driving down the street. There was two chimpanzees in a car, and they pulled up right next to the tree.
Did somebody ask for a superhero? Ha, yeah.
What? Said Reed. Is that the Chimp Brothers? Said Magnolia.
You're right, it is the Chimp Brothers.
Uh-oh, said Reed. We're in big trouble. Yeah, said Magnolia. Quick, run.
No, don't run.
What? Said Magnolia. You guys always cause lots of extra trouble.
Well, yeah, we have done that a lot. Yeah, we have. It's pretty fun. But we've decided that we're going to change our ways for a little bit.
Your what? Said Reed.
Yeah, we've decided to become superheroes. Tiger Pow seems to get like all kinds of friends every time he saves the day, so we thought that we would become superheroes too.
You can't just become superheroes, said Reed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you gotta have like superpowers.
But Tiger Pow doesn't have superpowers.
Well, he has that cape that helps him fly.
You're right. All we need is a cape.
Well, no, that's not what we're saying, said Magnolia.
Hang on, just let me get this cat out the tree first,
said one of the Chimp Brothers. And he climbed straight up the tree, grabbed the cat and carried him back down. How did you do that? Said Magnolia.
I'm a chimpanzee. We're pretty good at climbing trees, yeah.
It's almost like you're already superheroes.
Nah, I think I want a cape. Yeah, me too, bro. Hey, do you kids want to come help us find a superhero cape?
Okay, said Reed. That sounds like a little bit of fun, said Magnolia. Just then, their mum opened the door. Hey, kids, what are you up to? Oh, hi, Chimp Brothers.
Hi. Hey, can we borrow Reed and Magnolia to go find a cape to help us become superheroes?
Okay, said their mum.
Hooray,
said one of the Chimp Brothers.
Yeah, hooray.
Where are we going to go find a cape, said Reed.
Well, maybe seeing Tiger Pow has capes that can make him fly. Maybe we should go to his house.
Yeah, good idea, said Magnolia. Let's go there.
All right, here we go. Hey, jump in the chimp car and let's go.
So Magnolia and Reed jumped in the chimp car with the two chimpanzees, and they started to drive off down the street. As they were driving, the chimps put on all kinds of silly music. The kids loved it. It had funny words and lots of jokes and all kinds of silliness.
Yeah, this one's my favourite.
As they listened and laughed and continued to talk, they eventually arrived at Tiger Pow's house. When they got there, they went up and knocked on the door.
Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, 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 knock.
I don't think he's home, said Reed.
No,
said one of the Chimp Brothers.
I wonder if, hang on, let me check.
One of the Chimp Brothers went up to the front door and twisted the handle.
It's unlocked! Hooray!
We can't go in there, said Magnolia. That's Tiger Pow's house.
Yeah, but he's our friend and he lets us in all the time. He doesn't mind.
Okay, said Reed. So they went inside, and as they did, the Chimp Brothers started looking around.
I've found one,
yelled one of the Chimp Brothers as he pulled out. That's a tablecloth, said Magnolia.
No.
They kept looking.
I found one,
yelled the other Chimp Brother. That's a bedsheet.
No. Keep looking.
As they continued to look and look and look, they could not find any capes anywhere.
Oh, this is useless. If we can't find a cape, we'll never be superheroes.
As they were looking around, Reed noticed something. there was a big, shiny red button on one of the walls. "I wonder what this does," he said, and he pressed the button. As he did, a giant door opened in the floor, and there was a spiral staircase that went down deep under the house.
Whoa! I wonder where that goes. Let's go!
The kids and the Chimp Brothers started to head down the stairs, and when they got down, they found Tiger Pow's secret superhero base.
Look at all this,
said one of the Chimp Brothers. "This is amazing," said Magnolia. As they looked around, there was all kinds of superhero things. There was lots of different costumes, lots of different capes, and there was lots of different gadgets as well that seemed to be very well prepared for helping people become superheroes.
I know. I think we need to try every single one of the costumes.
"What?" said Magnolia.
"Yeah, I'm going to try this one,"
said one of the Chimp Brothers. He held up a blue costume in front of himself. Reed and Magnolia began to laugh.
"What's so funny?"
I think Tiger Pow might be a little bit smaller than you," said Reed.
"What?"
said the chimp, as he looked at the costume.
"Ha, yeah, this thing's tawny. This isn't going to fit me. Oh, well, I'll go find another one."
He threw it up in the air, but as he did, it seemed to get bigger, and then it opened up, and then it wrapped around his body.
"Whoa," he said. "Look, it fits perfect."
The other Chimp Brother looked across.
"Oh, I want one too,"
he said. As he went looking around the room, he found another one that was green. It was also pretty tiny.
"Hey, bro, how'd you do that?" "Oh, I just threw it up in the air and then it wrapped around me." "Oh, okay, hang on, let me try."
He threw it up in the air, and sure enough, his suit got bigger too, and wrapped around his arms and legs and all of him until he looked like a superhero too.
"Look at me! Ha! This is amazing,"
he said as he jumped.
Where'd he go?
I think that superhero suit has given him superpowers.
What just happened? I think it's your suit, bro.
"Yeah," said Magnolia. "I think your suit's given you superpowers."
"Yeah, I can jump really high now. I'm going to try,"
said the other Chimp Brother.
"Oh, I can't jump. That's a bit disappointing. Oh, bother,"
he said as he bumped his hand next to him.
"I think I might be super strong."
"Ha! You are super strong," said Magnolia. "Look at that table."
"Yeah, these different suits must give you different powers. Oh, that's amazing."
As the kids looked around, they wondered, do you think...
"Definitely, you need a superhero suit too. Quick, pick one."
"Okay," they said. So they went around trying to find a suit that they liked the colour of. Magnolia found a yellow suit that looked very cool. She threw it up in the air and whoosh, it wrapped around her. Reed kept looking and looking and looking until he found an orange suit that he picked up and threw in the air. Whoosh, it wrapped around him. "I wonder what superhero powers I've got," said Magnolia. "Yeah, me too," said Reed. "I wonder." Magnolia looked. Reed, what happened to my hand?" "What?" said Reed. He looked across, and sure enough, Magnolia's hand was gone. "I think your suit must give you invisibility." "Really?" said Magnolia. "How do I do it?" Maybe just think that you're invisible and see." Okay." So as Magnolia thought that she was invisible, "Whoa, where'd you go?" said Reed. "It's working," said Magnolia.
"Hooray!"
said the Chimp Brothers.
"What does yours do, Reed?"
I don't know," said Reed. He tried to lift something up. Not super strong. He tried to jump. Oh, not super jumpy either. What could it possibly be?
Maybe yours isn't working. Maybe go grab a different suit,"
said one of the Chimp Brothers. "All right," said Reed. I'll run over and grab this one."
"Where'd he go?"
"I think my suit has made me super fast," said Reed.
"Oh, hooray!"
"This is amazing," said one of the Chimp Brothers.
"All right, I think we should all go outside and try out our new superhero powers and see if we can save the day somewhere."
Okay," said the kids. So the kids and the Chimp Brothers climbed back out of the secret base that Tiger Pow had underneath his house, and when they got outside the front door, there, standing in front of them, was Tiger Pow. "What are you guys doing in my house? And why are you wearing all my superhero costumes?"
Remember that time you said we could come in and borrow stuff whenever we wanted?"
Yeah, I was meaning like milk or sugar or something if you were cooking.
Oh, well, we thought you might have meant everything, so we borrowed a couple of superhero suits.
Well, said Tiger Pow, let's go have superhero fun together! Hooray!
Hooray!
Yelled the Chimp Brothers. Hooray! Yelled the kids. So Tiger Pow, the Chimp Brothers, Magnolia and Reed all started running around the neighborhood trying to be superheroes and doing everything that they could. They ended up helping people mow their lawns and helping people carry shopping inside. They even helped one man lift his car so that they could change the tire on the other side. Magnolia used her invisible powers to sneak up on people doing cheeky things and give them a big surprise so that they would laugh and jump and run away. It was very funny. Reed used his super speed to run around the neighborhood as quickly as he could. He found the postman and offered to deliver all his letters in extra super speed. Everybody got their mail very quickly that day. It was such a fun day.
All right, kids, this has been a lot of fun, but I think we might go back to being cheeky now.
What? Said Reed. Really?
Yeah, it's going to be really fun to be extra cheeky with extra superhero costumes.
What? Said Tiger Pow. No, you can't keep the superhero costumes if you're going to be cheeky.
Ah, didn't hear what he said. Sorry, Tiger Pow. See you later.
And the two Chimp Brothers ran off, jumped in their car, and drove away. Ow, said Tiger Pow. I think we'll have to stop them again later. Maybe you kids should hang on to those superhero suits, and if I ever need help, I'll give you a call. Oh, wow, said Reed. That sounds great. Yeah, said Magnolia. That could be so much fun. All right, we better get you kids home. Do you think you can get there all by yourself? I think so, said Reed, as he picked up Magnolia. Bye, Tiger Pow. And he ran off straight home. As they arrived home, they walked up towards the front door, and their mum was standing there. Reed, where's Magnolia? All of a sudden, Magnolia appeared once more because she was invisible. How did you do that? Said their mum. Well, said Reed, I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you. And that is the end of the story.
This episode is brought to you by Chimp Brothers Super Cheeky Services. Ha, yeah, we got ourselves some super suits, so now we can do super cheeky things, even more cheeky than they used to be. Ha, yeah, we hope you've been enjoying the silly stories for kids. Make sure to go check out our music and sing along to all the songs. Yeah, our song Kings of the Jungle Gym's the best. Ha, head over to sillystoriesforkids.com for more info. This has been us, the Chimp Brothers.
And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.